Good day, it's Monday, June 16th, 2025. I'm Klaas Prinsloo. We're discussing farm attacks and murders for May 2025, where we had 13 attacks, 3 murders. For the same period in 2024, we had 10 attacks and 3 murders. Let's have a look at the breakdown. For Gauteng, we had 4 attacks. Northwest Province, 2 attacks, 1 murder. Limpopo, 2 attacks. In Mpumalanga, we had 3 attacks. Free State and KwaZulu-Natal, nothing to report. Eastern Cape, 2 attacks, 2 murders, and then there was 1 attack en route. Western Cape, Northern Cape, and Namibia, nothing to report for this month. Let's have a look at the cases individually. On the 4th of May, a woman came back from work and she was taken by surprise. She and one of her workers were tied up and she was forced to hand over the safe. All weapons and ammunition were stolen, and they left in a pickup truck. She was only able to free herself at midnight and then call for help. We had 2 cases almost back to back on one night in the Zandfontein area. The first one was at May the 13th, about 1 o'clock in the morning. The tenant heard the owner of the house screaming for help, and when he got there, there were 3 armed black males. They demanded cash, clothing and food, and after it was given to them, they left on foot. Barely half an hour later, 4 intruders breached the house while the family was asleep. The man was bound and was brutally assaulted before the family was taken outside into the bushes, where they were assaulted yet again and were told to lie on their stomachs and not make a noise. They went into the house, and afterward the family heard the people leaving in a motor vehicle. When they returned to the house, they found the house totally ransacked. I'm going to include a video here to give you an indication how easy it is for these intruders to get through an open window. In the north of Gauteng on May the 1st, the man heard the commotion at his front door and he went to investigate. There were 2 armed intruders that was trying to break down the security gate. He ran back for his firearm, and his brother, who also heard the commotion, came out to investigate and assist, and he opened the door. The man stepped outside, which he shouldn't have done, and he saw the intruders running away, and on the way out they fired a shot and they hit him in the arm. We moved to the Northwest Province, where close to the town of Sannieshof on a farm, the man woke up early in the morning with the sound of breaking glass. He got up to investigate and found 2 intruders in the house. He fatally wounded one. The other intruder escaped. Services were called and the intruder was pronounced dead on scene. On May 28 at the farm Ridderkoppies, which is close to the town of Brits, the farmhouse was breached by 4 attackers who assaulted a 2 elderly couple, of which the husband, Loki Grobler, was in a wheelchair. They were tied up and he was assaulted with an antique iron as well as with a pistol grip. They also stomped on his hands. Afterward, they could not call for help as the perpetrators took their two-way radio as well as the wheels on their pickup truck. After the attack, he said he was okay and refused being taken to the hospital to be checked out. The Sunday, though, he was not feeling well and was admitted. He passed away on Monday, June the 2nd, 2025. On May the 13th, in the Soutpansberg area on the farm Devil's Gully, two sisters staying together on a farm in the Soutpansberg Mountains were attacked at their house by two armed men. The one woman was shot in the chest and the leg, and the other was unhurt. Blue Gums Valley Farm Watch and security responded and was on the scene within minutes and rendered the required support. Also in the Soutpansberg Mountains at the farm Langdraai in Waterpoort, the victim reported being attacked and threatened with a firearm by his attacker. He fled the house and set his dogs on his attacker. The attacker fled again through the roof as he came in. Services were called, but the attacker had already disappeared into the thick brush. On May the 5th, at the farm Overside in the Stoffberg area, now this is about 2 kilometers from where Robert Stolz was murdered 5 days prior. The woman who lived alone on the farm, and she's also a family member of Robert Stolz, she was shot through the window. She moved to another room where the attackers tried to break open the security door. They noticed her and they shot her in the face. Some of the dogs came out, and this probably made the attackers flee. She contacted her brother, and security teams were dispatched. She was admitted for treatment. Now, the air gun, the air gun that she was shot with, it was deducted at the time that this is the same air gun that was stolen from Robert Stolz some 3 weeks earlier. When 70-odd-year-old Antoinette Jurgen came back to her house at Renosterkop in the Nelspruit area on May 12th, she couldn't find her husband. While searching for him, she was confronted by 2 attackers in the kitchen. They tried to strangle her and assault her, but she fought back valiantly, and her screams reached the ears of the neighbors, and they responded and called services. Jan Jurgens was later found in a storeroom. He was badly assaulted, and his mouth was also taped shut with a wet cloth, preventing him from breathing properly. They actually found him just in time. The attackers left him for dead, and he suffered multiple broken bones as well as a fractured skull, indicating blunt force trauma. Report also includes the assault with a sharp blow, but sources on scene confirmed that it was the dog that was attacked with a panga. On May the 30th, also in the Nelspruit area at Hilltop on the R40, which is the road connecting Nelspruit and Barberton, the owners of a guest farm was attacked. The visitors hid and were unharmed. The attackers tried to kill the man, and they also tried to rape the women. Now, this was the 3rd attack for the area for Hilltop in 2025. Previously, a woman was shot in the foot during an attack. Her foot has since been amputated. This caused a loss of her income as she was a tour guide. Now, in total for the year in this area, there were 5 attacks just in this area. And the Hilltop attack and the Renosterkop attack are barely 6 kilometers from each other. Even in its simplicity, the Eastern Cape province is actually a very beautiful province and also a very clean province. On May the 13th at Upper Nkara, where this picture was taken, 2 elderly women were asleep in bed when they were shot by unknown assailants. The problem that we're sitting with in the Eastern Cape is that there's a tendency by the younger generation to oust the traditional and go for the more technological advancement and development of the province. The 2 murders for May in the Eastern Cape were the first murders in the Eastern Cape in almost 2 years, and since 2024 there was a total of attacks or murders in this province of only 31 since the start of 2024, like I say. The en route attack that I mentioned was between Mthatha and East London, where a couple was ambushed at a stretch of roadworks approximately 90 kilometers from East London. One of the attackers had a toy gun, which the man only realized was the case when he opened the door. They put a knife at the woman's throat and they started ransacking the car. They also stoned the man with bricks demanding money and firearms. The cards were robbed and was later used at the spaza shop to buy airtime and data. That's it from me with regards to farm attacks and murders in South Africa for May 2025. In closure, I want to share two things with you. The first one is about Hendy Hein Matthews was chosen as the Agriculture in Mpumalanga Young Farmer of the Year for 2025. Now, he believes that while many of the challenges faced by this generation are unique, farmers will overcome and continue to produce food just as our forefathers did. The second one is much more important, and the Minister of Correctional Services, Pieter Groenewald, unequivocally stated last week that for convicted murderers in South Africa, there will no longer be any parole. Thank you for joining me, and please share this video around and make the plight of South African farmers known to outside the borders of South Africa. Thank you so much. Farm Attacks and Murders in South Africa, May 2025 edition is a production of Eysterberg, standing for Safety, Statistics and Information.